क्या मतलब है एफआईआर का?
सर एफआईआर कोई भी केस होता है तो उसके रिगार्डिंग एफआईआर नहीं होती है।
नहीं होती क्या है, सही बोल रहे हो, कोई भी केस होता है, क्या होती क्या है लेकिन? इट इज द फर्स्ट
मतलब उसके
इंफॉर्मेशन,
अगेंस्ट में
फर्स्ट information report, right? That means FIR pertains to a sort of reporting when it comes to some sort of cognizable offenses. So under section 154 of CRPC, we have a brief discussion. We had a brief discussion yesterday कि कैसे under 154 the entire process of investigation starts, and it starts with getting information first. पुलिस ऑफिसर है, कोई क्राइम हुआ, उसे कहीं से पता चलेगा ना पहले. He'll be informed about some happening of a cognizable offense, right? And is it okay if you mute your mic? Yeah, thank you. So if there is any question, you can just unmute yourself and ask. Okay. So when we talk about FIR in terms of cognizable offenses, we have seen, right? The police officer gets the power of arresting anyone. That is what you define cognizable offense. When we talk about the filing of FIR, we have seen under 154 that it becomes obligatory in a police officer whenever any information is received by police officer. उसको कोई information मिली कि भैया ऐसे ऐसे है, that there is information received with regards to cognizable offense. एक cognizable offense के लिए उसको एक information receive हुई. अब उसको क्या obligation है उसके ऊपर, क्या काम करना पड़ेगा उसको? सबसे पहले उसको रिपोर्ट करेगा, उसको रिकॉर्ड करेगा, राइट? रिपोर्टिंग. एंड व्हाई इज इट कॉल्ड फर्स्ट? बिकॉज इट इज फर्स्ट इन टाइम, सबसे पहले की गई है, सबसे पहले वो इंफॉर्मेशन दी गई है पुलिस ऑफिसर को. अंडर 154 अगेन वी रेड yesterday that this police officer, when he will be receiving the information, suppose he says no, I am not going to register an FIR, he neglects his duty. As we have seen in Lalita Kumari case, it is mandatory for him to register an FIR. Once he receives some information, he has to register it. He cannot say otherwise. He cannot say कि पहले चलो कुछ इंक्वायरी कर लेता हूँ, थोड़ा प्रिलिमिनरी इन्वेस्टिगेट कर लेता हूँ, and then I'll register it. No, 154 obligates on him to register the FIR at all cost in any scenario. But then again, even if he denies, then what is the remedy that we saw yesterday? Approaching the superintendent of police, right? कैसे पहुंचोगे? उसके ऑफिस में पहुंच जाओगे? नहीं. You will write a letter, right? An application will be sent to him by post where you will describe that this happened against me, right? And some action must be taken from the part of the police officer, and he's neglecting his duty. Then the superintendent of police has the power to direct investigation, to direct the registration of FIR. That entire process is there. Even if that fails, फिर क्या था? Then we will approach the magistrate, who we saw yesterday that under section 156 clause 3, this magistrate now has the power to direct further investigation, any sort of investigation, or he may take cognizance himself and start the case under section 190. तो वो पूरा process FIR का है. Now we are talking about delay in this filing of FIR. पहली इंफॉर्मेशन दी जा रही है पुलिस को या किसी भी अथॉरिटी को, बट देयर इज अ सॉर्ट ऑफ डिले इन टर्म्स, फॉर एग्जांपल, द क्राइम अकर्ड ऑन 1 May 2015 and today on 9th May 2023 the reporting of this incident is being done. आप गए पुलिस ऑफिसर के पास में, आपने बताया ऐसे जी मेरे साथ 1 मई 2015 को ऐसा इंसिडेंट हुआ था. ठीक है, क्या हो गया था कि मेरी कार को जबरदस्ती मेरे सर पे गन रखी किसी ने और मेरी कार लूट के भाग गया. So there has been an incident of robbery. Now this information pertains to a cognizable offense. That means it is mandatory on the police officer to file an FIR. बट हियर मैंडेटरी तो है, ठीक है, 154 के अंडर मैंडेटरी है, बट देयर इज अ डिले इन दिस रिपोर्टिंग. There are some questions that comes to our mind. First is, can the police officer, when there is this delay in filing of FIR, deny the filing because of this delay? Is police officer authorized to not file FIR because of delay? पहला क्वेश्चन तो ये. दूसरा क्वेश्चन क्या है कि चलो ठीक है, he accepted because there was a mandate on him under 154 that he has to register an FIR once he receives some information, be it बहुत पुरानी कैसी भी. When this case goes to trial, right, when this case goes to the court, first thing the court will ask that why is this delay, why is there any sort of delay, right? क्यों है ये डिले? आप क्यों 2015 के बाद 8 साल के बाद आप जागे हो and now you are coming to the police station, you filed an FIR and then the case is proceeding in the trial. तो अब ये क्वेश्चन जब दिमाग में आता है तो कुछ चीज़ें हैं, कुछ हमने ऑब्जेक्टिव्स देखे थे FIR के जिनका फेलियर हो रहा है if there is this delay. क्या था? Why do we require prompt registration of FIR? ठीक है. Prompt action is required from the part of investigating agencies. Suppose the crime occurred yesterday, late at night. तो मैंने सोचा चलो तब नहीं आता, सुबह गया मैं and I registered an FIR, right? Now the investigating agency will start their process. They will go to the spot, they will start collecting information, they will start collecting evidences. They'll ask few people what happened, you saw something. They'll see the CCTV footage if there is any. They will seek for all these evidences. And when you register FIR very immediately, promptly, prompt action is taken. The same can be reflected in the investigating agencies when they are functioning. But if there is any sort of delay, it sort of deteriorates this process of collection of evidences. It weakens the case of the prosecution, right? So regarding first question, is the police officer authorized to say no to register FIR when it comes to a case of cognizable offense, even if there is delay? The answer is no. He has to file it. But we have to keep in mind that because of this delay, the case of the prosecution may somehow weaken. थोड़ा कमजोर हो जाएगा प्रोसिक्यूशन का केस. क्यों? क्योंकि अब प्रोसिक्यूशन के ऊपर एक और ऑब्लिगेशन आ जाएगी. इट हैज टू एक्सप्लेन दिस डिले. वाई वॉज दिस डिले देयर? क्यों 10 साल बाद 8 साल बाद आप जाग के आए हो? अब वो उसमें बताया कि सपोज दैट पर्सन समथिंग अकर्ड टू हिम एंड समहाउ ही एक्सप्लेन, चलो ठीक है 8 साल का डिले हो गया. बट देन अगेन दिस एंटायर प्रोसेस इज ऑन द प्रोसिक्यूशन नाउ, और एक एडिशनल बर्डन बन जाएगा उसके लिए भी. And also for the investigating agencies, after 8 years, it will be extremely problematic for them to continue investigation. Even if they proceed to the spot, even if they check the records, they'll not be able to find, or they will, if at all, be able to find evidence. It will be extremely difficult for them, right? That is why when we look at the criminal justice system, it puts an obligation on the informant to be speedy, to be rapid when it comes to filing of FIR, and also on the police. That mandate is on the police to register the FIR as soon as they get any sort of information with regards to cognizable offense. Yes? Any question? Chalo. So the object of insisting upon a prompt lodging of FIR is nothing but to obtain a first-hand, early and fresh information. अभी आपको जो विटनेस है, इंफॉर्मेंट है, जिसने सारी चीजें देखी हैं, क्योंकि अभी टाइम पास नहीं हुआ, There is no, delay in the time. He remembers everything. But with the passage of time, even his recognition, even his knowledge regarding the events, कैसे कैसे क्या हुआ था, that detail will start blurring with time, right? To evade that situation, we register the FIR as soon as possible. Delay in filing is likely to create a scope of exaggerated fact, manipulation. अब वहाँ पे there is a scope that the court will think कि इस पर्सन ने एक फैब्रिकेट करी है स्टोरी. उसने सोचा कि भाई ऐसे करूँगा तो ये हो सकता था, ये हो सकता था, ऐसे ऐसे कहता हूँ. एक पूरा सोच समझ के आया वो, and then he came to the court, and then he came to the police station and he described in an exaggerated manner. 10 चीज़ बढ़ा चढ़ा के बोली उसने कि भैया मेरा केस पूरा स्ट्रॉन्ग हो जाए. लेकिन अगर मान लो आपके साथ अभी थोड़ा कुछ कोई क्राइम हुआ है, समवन ग्रीवियसली हर्टेड यू एंड यू डायरेक्टली अप्रोच द पुलिस स्टेशन, तो वहाँ पे आप सब कुछ, बिकॉज आपके पास सोचने का इतना टाइम नहीं है, यू आर स्टिल इन दैट फेज वेयर द क्राइम जस्ट अकर्ड अगेंस्ट you will speak whatever is in your mind, right? You'll speak the entire facts clearly, visibly. But if there is an delay, that becomes a problem for the prosecution. So it may lead to some sort of fake facts, involvement of some different information than the reality. अब क्या हो सकता है, मान लो आपकी कुछ ब्लरी है, आपको इन्फॉर्मेशन पूरी याद नहीं है क्या क्या हुआ था एग्जैक्टली, तो क्या करोगे आप? यू विल मैनिपुलेट द फैक्ट्स, अपने हिसाब से बना लोगे. व्हेन यू विल डू दैट, इट विल बी अ प्रॉब्लम फॉर द प्रोसिक्यूशन आफ्टरवर्ड्स टू प्रूव इट. तो आप अपना ही केस बेकार कर रहे हो इफ यू टॉक अबाउट द विक्टिम व्हेन देयर इज दिस डिले. एंड द सेम थिंग अप्लाइज ऑन द इन्वेस्टिगेटिंग एजेंसीज. व्हेन दे डिले इन फाइलिंग ऑफ FIR, दे रिफ्यूज विद द टाइम, द पैसेज ऑफ टाइम, 2 महीने हो गए, 3 महीने हो गए, 1 साल हो गया, कोई नहीं कुछ कर रहा, एक्शन नहीं ले रहा, वो पहुंच गए SP के पास में, तब भी कोई एक्शन नहीं हुआ. दैट ऑल्सो हैम्पर्स द इन्वेस्टिगेशन, इवेंचुअली लीडिंग टू द deterioration in the case of the prosecution. So it's very much the objective of criminal justice system to start this entire machinery of getting justice, starting from the filing of FIR, then the process of investigation, collection of evidences, then the process of inquiry, and at last the trial process, where the court will adjudicate on the basis of the evidence that are collected. So it becomes easier for everyone when we do not delay in the filing. So consequences may be detrimental for the prosecution case, but it will not be as a straight jacket formula के हाँ अगर delay है तो prosecution case बेकार हो जाएगा. If you are able to give reasonable excuse, right? You are able to give reasonable response as to why was there any sort of delay. Suppose a girl is there. She is a little girl, ठीक है? Age 15 years. And some sort of sexual offense occurred against her. उसके अगेंस्ट में किस तरह का सेक्सुअल ऑफेंस हुआ है. नाउ शी इज फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल अननोन टू दीज थिंग्स. उसको नहीं पता कि क्या है क्या नहीं हुआ, समझ में नहीं आ रहा उसको. शी इज नॉट हैविंग द पर्टिनेंट नॉलेज अबाउट ऑल दिस, राइट? शी टर्न्ड 19 years and then she got to know what actually happened with her at that time, right? Now she is able to understand that a crime has occurred against her, which was back in when she was 14 years, 4 years back, right? तो 4 साल पहले उसको उसके साथ जो एक्ट हुआ था उसको अंडरस्टैंडिंग अब हुई है that yes, a crime has been done against me at the age of 15 years, right? Now when she will speak it up, right? Now when she will come out to maybe her parents or other persons and she wants to report it to the police, now there is a sort of reasonable excuse. A reasonable explanation is there. And in that case, we can say that not every case, it cannot be said to be a ritual. It cannot be said to be a formula. That just because there is a delay, the prosecution case is going to suffer. If you are able to explain why is there is this delay, जैसे इस केस में, right? She was not knowing what actually happened against her when the age was 15. But now when she know and she got the courage to speak up, to approach the authorities, then the case may be filed. And there is a sort of perfect explanation for the delay, right? Yes, there will be problem for the prosecution and investigating agencies to collect evidences. Nevertheless, the explanation can be there. So delay can be condoned if there is any sort of satisfactory explanation by the informant. If she is able to inform, he is able to inform why was this delay, then the case will not suffer. Additionally, police cannot refuse to register FIR. उनके ऊपर तो obligation है. They cannot say that this crime occurred against you back in 2010 और अब यहाँ पे 2023 चल रहा है तो इतना लेट क्यों आए, हम तो नहीं करते रजिस्टर FIR. No, they have this obligation. Section 154 does not talk about any time limit, any limitation as to when you can give this information, right? The matter of delay is to be dealt only by the court. It is only within the hands of the judiciary, the magistrate, who will decide what should we do, what should we infer from this kind of delay, according to the facts and circumstances of that particular case. So, in Arpin Joseph versus State of Kerala, it was observed that prompt filing of FIR is by itself not a guarantee of trustworthiness of the prosecution. ऐसा भी तो नहीं है ना कि एकदम से आपने promptly जाके FIR रजिस्टर करा दी तो जो भी बातें उसमें कही हैं वो सब कुछ सच है. हो सकता है इतनी देर में भी कुछ सोच लिया हो. घर पे चोरी हुई और आपको लगा आज तो पड़ोसी से बदला लेने का बहुत अच्छा टाइम है, कई दिनों से लड़ाई करता है, रात को म्यूजिक चलाता है बहुत तेज, तो आज पूरा बदला ले लेते हैं. गए पुलिस स्टेशन कि भैया हमारे घर पे चोरी हुई है, पड़ोसी ने करी है, राइट? सो देयर इज ऑल्सो पॉसिबिलिटी ऑफ मेकिंग फॉल्स एक्यूजेशंस, बट द अदर सिनेरियो वेयर देयर इज अ डिले, that gives more chances, more possibility of you to fabricate it. And though it may have a greater evidentiary value when you do it promptly, because there is a less scope for you to fabricate evidences, for you to make false accusation. A rape case was observed in Harpal Singh versus State of HP, and in this, where the FIR was lodged 10 days after the incident, it was explained that as the owner of the family of prosecutrix was involved, because in rape cases, if we look at them from the perspective of rural areas, backward areas, they feel that if any crime occurred against the women, it amounts to deteriorating the honor of the family, which I believe is very, wrong perception. It's a crime that has occurred. It's the criminal that has to face the consequences and not the family itself. But still, nevertheless, because of this type of perception, suppose there is not filing of FIR for 10 days, but after 10 days somehow the prosecutrix जानते हैं कौन होता है?
Yes sir.
कौन
woman prosecutor.
The woman who is prosecuting, right? She may be the victim. The victim, when it's a woman, then when she is in the process of prosecuting someone, that becomes prosecutrix. So it was explained that the owner of family of prosecutrix was involved and the members had to decide whether to take the matter to the court or not. Though it was a rape case, a very, very heinous offense, still, since this type of perception was there, it becomes a sort of reasonable excuse, right? Therefore, in this case, क्या लगेगा आपको, कोर्ट कर लेगी कंडोन जो डिले किया है उन्होंने? Yes, the court understood that yes, if there is any sort of valid explanation that can be provided, even the delay will not make the prosecution case suffer. Court observed that if a delay in filing FIR is satisfactorily explained, it doesn't lose its evidentiary value. But if there is any sort of unreasonable, unjustifiable delay, it may be fatal for the value of FIR, since there remains a clear possibility of its concoction, its fabrication, its false accusation, right? जहाँ पे जितना डिले होता जाएगा उतना नुकसान होता जाएगा. That is why when we look at the cognizable cases आपके अगेंस्ट में सोसाइटी में आप देखते हो, सबसे पहले क्या कहते हैं कोई भी अगर लीगल एडवाइस आपको देता है कि भैया पहले सबसे पहले जाके FIR नोट कराओ. कोई भी आपके अगेंस्ट में कोई क्राइम हुआ सबसे पहले FIR कराओ, because it sets the motion. It leaves less scope for your case to be weakened with time. It was held delay in this case was reasonable in the circumstances of this particular case. Now delay in filing of rape cases, primarily अगर आप देखेंगे जुडिशरी के क्वेश्चंस देखेंगे, अगर प्रीवियस ईयर क्वेश्चंस एग्जाम में जो मीन्स में रहते हैं, primarily you will see that these delay will be relating to those offenses which are primarily against women, right? Because of several factors involved. One, as we noticed in previous case, the owner of family was involved. Second, maybe the woman was traumatized because of what happened, and she was not able to convey all that information to anyone. She was not in that state of mind where she was able to convey that traumatic situation that happened with her. Or maybe she was a kid at that time, not able to know what happened. And later on, when she realized, she wants to do something about it. She wants to prosecute the person. So there are several reasons involved in rape cases. And that is why the court is very much, understanding in terms of any sort of delay in filing of FIR. So in every event, delay per se is not a mitigating circumstance for the accused when the accusation of rape is involved. हर एक सिनेरियो में नहीं होगा. अगर आप एक वैलिड एक्सप्लेनेशन दे सकते हो regarding the delay, then there is possibility that the court will not look the case in any degrading manner. And in addition to this, अगर हम देखें after the Nirbhaya case, if we look at the Criminal Amendment Act of 2013, various safeguards have been granted to women, right? Just for these factors, because we notice that there is this involvement of a fear factor in the mind of the women, that she will be asked all these very uneasy questions to her in terms of getting information in the FIR. तो हमने क्या करा, सबसे पहले चेंजेस करे 154 के अंदर ही. हमने वहाँ पे कहा चलो ठीक है, when it comes to sexual offenses, when it comes to sexual harassment, rape, even insulting the modesty, section 509 of IPC, इन सभी केसेस में हम क्या करेंगे कि ठीक है, the women has, because we have to make her confident, we have to make her comfortable, right? Because she is going to explain the horrendous circumstance that occurred against her. So what happens? In this case, we have amended the section 154, and we have provided that any information she wants to convey, she can convey it at her home, at her own residence. Then, if she wants to convey the information, the police officer must be a woman, right? Keeping in mind that we have to make her comfortable. उसीलिए तो हमने changes करे पूरे के पूरे. Then, suppose she becomes disabled. Any sort of disability is there, even if mentally or physically. We can have a recourse to a interpreter. An expert can be called, and he'll be interpreting everything. A judicial magistrate can be presented there. He will be taking the statement. He will be understanding as to what is happening, what she is conveying, right? Even if it is a case, for example, where she dies afterwards, it becomes a case of dying declaration, and that has an evidentiary value under section 32 clause 1 of Indian Evidence Act. So when we look at it in this way, this delay in filing of rape cases cannot be viewed as a ritual. It cannot be taken as a ritual that the accused will be benefited in case of any delay, right? And doubting the authenticity, especially when the offense against women is involved, and precisely the most heinous offense of rape is involved. So in state of HP versus Shrikant, it was observed where the rape victim did not disclose anything about the incident of rape inflicted upon her, either because she was way too shy, afraid, or was extremely hesitant while explaining that scenario for any other reason, and consistently avoided going to the school on the pretext of stomachache. Her mother took her to the hospital, and there she found out that she was pregnant, and that all happened because of the rape that has occurred against her. In that case, when the case was registered under 376/506, it was held that delay in the registration of FIR has a valid explanation. The circumstances portrays a valid explanation as to what, why she was not open, why she was not conveying that this offense of rape has happened against her. If there is no reasonable justification on the other hand in the delay, right, she is not able to explain as to why, because there is also possibility of false accusation. Primarily, if we talk about any feud between लवर्स, राइट, प्राइमरली वहाँ पे क्या होता है, फॉल्स एक्यूजेशन के चांसेस बहुत हाई होते हैं. सो वी हैव टू कीप इन माइंड द इंटरेस्ट ऑफ द एक्यूज पर्सन एज वेल. बोथ साइड्स वी हैव टू टेक केयर. क्योंकि अगर एक हॉरेंडस इतने हीनियस ऑफेंस के लिए किसी के अगेंस्ट में एक्यूजिशन लगेगी, इट विल हैव वेरियस सोशल इम्पैक्ट्स ऑन हिम. ही मे समटाइम लूज हिज जॉब, he may be shunned by the society, his family members will neglect him, they will get away from him. So all that happens because of this accusation. So we have to keep in mind the interest of the accused person as well, and we have to see that if there is no explanation given in this particular scenario, the accused may get benefit of doubt. He'll get the benefit of doubt as well, right? An accused is presumed to be innocent till he is proved to be guilty. वही बात कि अगर हम बात करें the concept of fair trial, it emerges from this very concept that the person is to be considered to be innocent till proven otherwise, and that the burden of proof कितना है वो when we talk about criminal cases. What is that burden of proof? कितना है वो, standard क्या है वो? Beyond reasonable doubt, right? So if there is any delay which is not explained, it gives a scope for doubt, on the basis of which the person can be acquitted.